So think about this massive amount of change that happens when you go from your bottom, wherever that is, into the real world, back into responsibility or living as a responsible adult, right? You go to rehab for 30 days, ideally. Maybe you go to detox, then you go to rehab 30, 60, 90 days where you can't even work. You're just focused on recovery, right? 100%. Eating, sleeping, building a foundation for recovery. Because we have literally lost the ability to function in the real world because of our addiction, our choices, our life, the unmanageability of our life, right? So you go from that to getting a job again, right? Wherever that is, whatever it is, you take anything. Then you go into, kind of back into, oh shit, I got to get my life back together, right? Maybe you have a family, maybe you had a business, maybe you have, you just want to get your own place again, whatever it is that you had, it's like, all right, I want to get that stuff back now, right? Like over time, maybe it's a few months, maybe it's 6 months into recovery within a year or so. Then let's say, at this stage, you kind of get it back. Like, maybe you get a car again, you get your own place, maybe get a better job. This was my journey. Well, okay, now it goes back to, like, I've always had, now that I'm not drinking and using anymore, I've had these other ambitions. I always wanted to own a business or make a lot of money. A lot of money's relative, but I've always wanted to be financially secure, right? And have financial freedom. I've wanted to, to be successful, basically. Like, it's always been an ambition of mine. I've always been fascinated with it. So, that's a different term. Success is very different to everybody. To me, it just means, definitely financial freedom, but also, peace of mind and happiness and balance, health, not just wealth, health, mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, all the things that I implement in my program, right? But to me, that's success. Like, just a way of life that I have my time, I have my freedom, all these things you hear about, but like so few people get, right? So transitioning from that stage where you're just like so grateful to be alive and to be released and relieved of all these things that were donating to the unmanageability of our life, we go through the steps, all of a sudden like, it just feels so good not to be miserable anymore, right? But then advancing into the stages of where you've always wanted to be as a person, that's difficult. And that's what the stage that I see happening, not only with me, but with others too, as I, participate in my men's groups and, sobriety in general, recovery, the sober living, the, sponsees, all of it. And again, me. So here's my opinion on success, right? A lot of people say, oh, well, recovery's not about money. It's, well, money is typically a symptom of your good choices, the same way drinking and drugging was a symptom of your poor choices or of the real problem. So making money can be bad, it could be good. They say, I heard Les Brown say the root of all evil is not having money. You've heard the root of all evil comes from money. I think, I agree with Les Brown. People are willing to steal and lie and cheat and do horrible things when they don't have money. They're willing to do all types of acts of evil to get money when they don't have it. So, you can argue that. I think it's a cop-out for people to say, oh, well, money's not everything. Money doesn't create happiness. Well, you know what? I would like to find out. And a lot of other people would too, I think. So here's the deal. Here's my opinion. I'm trying to get to this point. I think we're obligated to make a profit. I think we are, the world needs people who have the high level of accountability that those of us in recovery do to be successful, to get out there and generate wealth and abundance. We can help a lot of people with that. So learn to get through the barriers of the progression requires of you in order to be successful. It's just as uncomfortable and different, takes just as much faith as it did to get through the steps, to start learning about success principles, how to make more money, how to better yourself in your career, how to start a business or run a business or be all of those things require that you become better as a person, and therefore you will be more successful. But none of that's easy. Growth is painful. So get through that shit. Learn read books, listen to the people that have what you want. Do the things that are necessary to become successful, and accept that it's okay for you to make money, to create fair deals where you win and they win. Conduct yourself with integrity and create balance in all things. The number one aspect to success in my field, I'm in corporate IT sales, and then of course, sober living. It's integrity. It's creating as many win-win scenarios for everybody involved as possible. If you feel dirty about the way you brought in your money, you're not going to sleep well at night. It feels gross, and it's actually not conducive to good, healthy recovery. In my book, I would rather give up a percentage of money to feel good about myself. And on the same token, I tend to be too giving, where I sacrifice more profits than I should, and I have to be okay with taking for myself too. It feels good to say, you know what? I win in this scenario, you win. This is a fair deal for both of us, and walk away from that transaction, any given transaction like that, valuing yourself enough as well to take a profit, or to ask for a raise, or to, take a different job with more money, et cetera, et cetera. So, again, overall, we need to be successful. We do. Those of us in recovery. You look in the world, people with money, people with power, a lot of them are greedy, horrible, evil people, selfish. I think we are obligated to support each other in our endeavors to be successful any way that we can, whether we create a networking platform to help each other, drive each other to resources that resonated with us. Like, you go to my YouTube channel, you'll see all the people and the products that I subscribe to. And you're welcome to those. If you have anything that you think would help me, send it my way. All right? Let's help each other get successful. I think the world needs it. That's my 2 cents. Thanks.